Hi guys, it's Victoria. I am here to do my nutrition project. I picked peanut butter and chocolate chip cookies. I decided to go with eggless because before I started the nursing program, I was vegan. And so, yeah, let's get started. First thing we're going to do is we're going to preheat the oven at 350 and we are going to get our pan ready by putting parchment paper. So I'm going to do that now. It might be kind of loud because I am doing laundry in the back, so if you can hear that, please disregard. Okay, now that that's done, I do have my recipe like behind the computer, so if you see me looking up, that is what I'm looking at. Um, so now we're going to, I have my mixing bowl right here. I am going to be mixing cream cheese. I am making this recipe vegan, even though I'm trying to go back vegan. So like especially after the new year, that is the goal. So I am going to be making this recipe vegan. So we do use BioLife in this house. It is amazing. Does it tastes just like cream cheese. um it comes in a 7-ounce container. I need 6 ounces, so I did give an ounce to my husband to eat. So we're going to be creaming this together with this is 12 ounces, not 12 ounces. Oh my gosh, that would be a lot of butter. No, 12 tablespoons, which is still a lot of butter. It required it to be melted but cooled down before we add it to the recipe. So I pre-melted it and had it cooled. That's me creaming together with the cream cheese. And then in this bowl, we have a cup of light brown sugar that's like lightly packed, not like packed down, but like just barely, and a half a cup of just regular sugar. And then we're gonna put all that together. And then the only thing I didn't pre-do is the peanut butter, which requires 1 cup. So I'm gonna put all this in a bowl and then I'm gonna prep a cup of peanut butter. So let's do that. Also, I'm a messy baker. I don't know who else is a messy baker, but anytime I make anything in the kitchen, I always make a mess, which is always fun for my husband. Um, Make sure I'm not forgetting anything. I always forget. Like, I always feel like I forget stuff when I'm baking. Cream cheese. For anyone who doesn't know what vegan cream cheese looks like, I'm gonna show you. Like, I don't know if you can see. It just looks like regular cream cheese. And it smells like regular cream cheese. Nothing special. It did require it to be room temperature, so I did set it out like an hour ago. So it's like nice and soft. Peanut butter. We go through a lot of peanut butter in this house, so like I buy like a giant jar of peanut butter because my kids love peanut butter. As a kid, I couldn't eat peanut butter. I allergic to all the other nuts, like pecans and almonds and cashews. But since peanuts are technically a legume, I am not allergic to peanuts. And while I cream this, it's probably going to be really loud and you're not going to be able to hear me. So I'm going to try not to say anything that's too important while I'm creaming it together so you won't miss anything. It does say to cream it for 1 to 2 minutes or until it's like light and fluffy. Ooh, what is a mess? Okay, it should look like kind of droopy, not too, like it won't directly fall, but you get the point. Now it says to add the dry ingredients. This is the part that I only measure the flour and I don't really measure anything else. Let's see. Oh wait, first before we do the flour, I have to mix in the vanilla, which calls for 2 teaspoons. And I don't know if you didn't know this, but I was always told that a cap of the vanilla, like half of the cap, is a teaspoon. So a full cap is 2 teaspoons. So I'm gonna mix that in. I'm just gonna use this spoon. Okay, we're preheated. Okay, so on the flour, it calls for 2¼ cups. Doesn't have to be sifted. You can just put 2¼ cups. So I'm gonna do that now. This is where it gets messy. And the rest I don't measure, but I'm going to tell you the measurements just in case you want to make this. Okay, it calls for a half a teaspoon of baking soda, which I'm going to take the spoon and I'm going to just eyeball it. And this dang stove. Shh, I'm making a video. It calls for half a teaspoon of salt. I just use Himalayan. I turn it over my hand. I give it like 3 and then dump. Baking soda, salt, flour. I think that is it. We are going to mix it until only a few dry streaks remain, so not a long time. I'm gonna put it back on the mixer. It's gonna be, you know, loud again, so I'm gonna do that. Hey guys, I'm back. We had a little bit of a malfunction with our oven. It is not ours. We rent this place and it belongs to the landlord and it keeps making random beeps and deciding to turn off. I think it belongs to a ghost, but that's for another video. While you guys were gone and I wasn't, I decided to finish up the recipe. Um, I went with these zero sugar Reese's cups. Um, I know I said I was making this recipe vegan. Uh, the other chocolate chips I used were vegan, but these aren't vegan. So I may have fibbed a little. It's not a vegan recipe with Reese's. So it's a work in progress, okay? I like Reese's, so we went with Reese's. But both of these are no sugar added. The Reese's one does contain sugar alcohols. I will get to showing you guys the nutrition label when I get these cookies in the oven. I will go over the poster board and what I found. But they are ready to go in the oven. We will be baking these for 9 to 11 minutes, and these are weird. I'm going to be using a cookie scoop. You don't want to bake these too long. You kind of want them a little underdone, and then whenever they come out of the oven, you want to take like something like glass, or like you can take like a spatula and kind of like press them down, but don't go too hard. That's what the lady who made the recipe recommends. So that's what we're going to be doing. So I'm going to be doing that. So I'm going to pause you again. And I will be back when they're in the oven so we can talk about the poster and all the stuff I found out. Okay, I'm back and I noticed that it's really hard to see this. There's a glare. So I'm going to do my best to read off what I found out and what I calculated based on how many cookies this recipe makes. It makes 3 dozen cookies, so it's going to be a lot of cookies. My kids are really going to enjoy these. Okay, so let me start off by saying, okay, 3 dozen cookies. Um, Based on my calculations, it's 150 calories per cookie. The total fat being 9.4 grams per cookie, which is 12.7% of your daily value. There's no cholesterol in these cookies, which I point out here. Cookies are considered low cholesterol because they have 0 milligrams. Um, Sodium, there's a lot of salt in these cookies. Not only was there salt in the butter, it requires you to add salt. So if these cookies are salty, I think if I make them again, I'm going to maybe not use salted butter or not add salt to the recipe. But there is 132.6 grams of sodium, which is 5.8% of your daily value. There are 3.3 grams of dietary fiber, which is 11.8% of your daily value. 3.6 grams of sugar in the cookies, um, which is 7.2%. Protein, there's 3.8, so not a lot of protein. 7.6% of your daily value. Like I said, whenever we were making the cookies, there is sugar alcohol. It is in the Reese's zero sugar chocolate chips. It has 2.2 grams per cookie. I think they're like the zero sugars more directly towards like diabetics and people who have to watch their like sugar intake. These cookies do have some nice vitamins. Um, there's 4.2% of vitamin B12, 3.3% of vitamin A, 1% of calcium, 4.4% of iron, 1.9% of potassium, 4.2% of thiamine, 1.9% of riboflavin, 2% of niacin, and 5.3% of folate. A lot of those, like on this side, were from the flour. Um, and all of these percentages are based on like the 2000 recommended daily um, percentage value of calories that you need. Um, I did find that calories high, like foods high in cholesterol, usually are high in saturated fats, which makes your bad cholesterol levels go up. Um, and then I found some really cool information about sugar alcohols in the nutrition book. They're kind of like a replacement. So, like, instead of using the sugar, you could use a replacement, like the sugar alcohol as a replacement. But they're generally, they don't promote tooth decay. They give like a cooling effect on your tongue, and they're slowly and incompletely absorbed into your blood from your intestine. And some people have like a laxative effect to um, sugar alcohols. So if you consume a lot of them, you may have to go to the bathroom. So yeah, I would say that um, these cookies are for like honestly, um, for kids. Kids are gonna love them because they're packed with sugar, and you could also like say that they're for people who have to watch like maybe they're like allergic to eggs or like me who was vegan before and needed a replacement and likes to eat cookies and doesn't want to, you know, have to give up cookies because they can't have eggs. So, yep. Now I'm going to see you in a minute when the cookies are done, and we're going to taste test them and see if they're any good because I have yet to make this recipe. This is the first time. So, yeah, we're going to taste test them together, and I'll see you then. Hey guys, I got the kids here to try the cookies with me. So I'm gonna pass them a cookie and see if they like it. You can get in the video. Yeah. Is it good? Uh-huh. They are good. They're not too salty, like I thought they'd be. And they are vegan. Okay, guys, I'm gonna sign out. They're definitely not healthy, so if you're looking for healthy cookies, these are not healthy, but they are a nice snack. So I'm gonna sign out. Thanks for making this with me.